Buongiorno
Good
Regione,
morning,
sono
region
le
of Calabria. It's 7:30 on Friday, February 7th, last TV weekly program, One Town at a Time, which, like every week, today brings us to Belmonte Calabro in the province of Cosenza, a town rich of history, but that lately has become. As mentioned before, in this small town plaza, we will find, with a surprise for us, the right journalist Mary Victory Morano, who is there with some inhabitants watching a big block of ice being modeled by a great sculptor of ice. She says to all of us, don't be wrong. We aren't on a high mountain, but just a few kilometers from the Tyrrhenian Sea, at 200 meters on the sea level. She also says only at the end we will know what's the sculpture about, so the whole town will wait until then. See you later. And we will have many other surprises. Let's the sculpture model.
Sospeso tra il mare e i monti.
A few meters from St. Mary of Assunta Church, there are two homes for some important men who bought their town out of Calabria. Galeazzo di Tarsia, 6th Baron of Belmonte, a poet, a nobleman. Michele Bianchi, a political man, minister at the age of Mussolini. In front of the abbey, we will find the statue of the poet, while looking towards the sea, we can find a white column of 35 meters high on the hilltop, all surrounded by the vegetation, erected to the memory of Michele Bianchi. Further on towards the sea, we can see the two stacks of reeds called Isca. It's a real paradise for sea divers. Looking around, we will find such land, much land. The good one, though, the generous land offering gifts to such as sun and love to those farmers who work with love.
Ed eccoci tornati.
Here we are again in Belmonte Calabro, says the TV journalist. Invites us to go and visit the town, even if you certainly see how beautiful it is. So just come along. So you can see other things. Let's the sculptor continue going on with her modeling the ice. Only at the end of the program we will know the sculpture.
Belmonte, cosa dire? L'abbiamo descritta come una nave protesa verso il terreno, perché la forma è proprio quella di una nave. E una delle cose più belle, più caratteristiche che abbiamo scoperto passeggiando per il borgo è sicuramente la presenza di uno dei più grandi alberghi diffusi che ci sono nella meridione.
Sure. As she said before, Belmonte is like a ship pointed with its stem to the sea, and walking down its narrow streets of the historic center, we find one of the characteristics, which are only a few in the town in southern Italy. We found the Hotel Diffuso, a livable town. It seems like a Grecian spot or a Spanish spot, a Mediterranean town. But we are in Belmonte, in its town center, and we find among the inhabitants some of the most important citizen of it is called Francis Bruno, who in its town center among the inhabitants we meet the mayor, Mr. Francis Bruno, whom, first of all, thanks for the attention Rai TV program gave to the town in the province of Cosenza, and for giving him the opportunity to promote this small town as one of the best ones in Calabria, which, for its tradition, its art, craft, revival of the town center, but most of all because its location is between the sea and the hills, which has become one of the best towns, even in Italy, for his good food. Talking about good food, we would like to go around and discover what this town is only one of the most beautiful because he wants to become also one of the best for food too. Maria Vittoria Morano greets around the plaza and among them asks why is Belmonte famous for its tomatoes. and Mr. Mario Arlia answers. First of all, good morning to all. The tomato of Belmonte has the heart of beef shape and a pink color outside, no seeds inside, sugar tasty. Tomato of Belmonte puts itself on the top of tomatoes in Calabria, and not only. Another genuine product is shown by Mr. Says the pig pork's leg, Gammone, is the prince of salami and wants to be the answer of Calabria to the other one in northern Italy called culatello. But ours is probably older because recognized by antique authors. Many techniques of conservation are used to keep the roll of salami or gammone as long as possible, and only when Mr. Arlia's excellent sense of smell tells him it is the right time to open and taste the excellent food product.
Riconoscere quando il gammone è proprio arrivato alla sua stagionatura perfetta, è vero, il fiuto.
Sì, eccetera. Io personalmente, avendo, come dire, ormai una certa età, comincio a perdere i sensi, ma
non il fiuto.
Ma non il fiuto.
Allora, prima di farvi conoscere invece i fichi, che sicuramente tanti di voi conosceranno, una chicca.
Here are the tomato seeds we are trying to show you, which are very precious. Thanks to all. And now I want to show you another good food of Belmonte, made in the factory of figs by Colavolpi. Here for us is Mr. Colavolpi, who, after being invited, introduces the first historical product, crocette, which for tradition has been recognized for its organoleptic qualities in all the province of Cosenza. Since 100 years ago, from my grandfather time until nowadays. This factory has been collocated in this area not only for figs, but in each season of the year for other fruit.
Ovviamente la vostra produttività si adegua anche alle stagionalità, alle stagioni. Siamo in prossimità della Pasqua, ieri abbiamo visitato la vostra azienda e nel Tempio della Dolcezza si sta lavorando ovviamente alla produzione delle uova pasquali, quindi grandi maestranze,
products such as chocolate eggs for Easter, which is coming up.
Col tempo si cerca di migliorarsi, quindi la professionalità
time by time the factory wants to improve, aiming to professionality and to become from a family run as ours firm to many workers as well. In the town plaza is the great chef of pastry, Luca Mazzotta, whom has participated to many championships. He also won few national and international cups. So Miss Morano invites him to show his winner cups, being classified as second for ice cream, for presenting the cup of nuts and chocolate. And taking the cup in his hands, he says about all the ingredients used, the time. He won the winner's cup at the championship. Here we have some fruit, which is our best kind of ice cream. Miss Morano also says that it's something very tasty, and at the end of this program, she reveals the sculpture, which is a beautiful swan, greets Mr. Mario Arlia, thanks and welcomes all back to Belmonte for its beauty and for good food products. Bab, hotel village of Belmonte Calabro. Mill at Bivio. Four excellent food products. Tomato from Belmonte Calabro. With trademark DOP in the province Cosenza. Wheat and mills are varied. Black of Calabria and Gamuni as a protected slow food.